Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So this week I want to take you through a more classic Ashtanga version of Surya Namaskar A. This is one of my favorite go-to warm-ups for my own personal practice, and I find that it's just a really nice, clean little sun salutation, a clean little sequence, and it's great for a warm-up, or it can be used as a standalone practice. So we're going to go through a few different variations for the vinyasa portion of our sun salutation, and I want to give you guys a couple different variations to hopefully meet the needs of wherever you're at in your individual practice. So we're going to start with the most modified version first and slowly work up to the most difficult version for today. And we'll go really slow for the first 2 rounds, and then I think we'll give a little less instruction after that and give you guys a chance to see what a little bit more of a natural rhythm actually looks like, a little more realistic timing with your flow. All right, so let's come to stand at the top of our mat in Tadasana, our mountain pose. And as always, giving yourself the option to either stand with feet and legs together or feet hip distance, depending on what you've got going on in your body. And as always, before we start, we always take a few moments to really get grounded and connected in Tadasana before we start our practice. So taking a moment with the eyes closed to maybe do a little scan of the body and take a few breaths to connect and tune in. Maybe making any mental notes of a particular area that might be tense, or you might be experiencing any sensation in. Taking stock of where you're at. And starting to bring the breath to a little bit more of a conscious, smooth, lengthened out type of breathing. Deepening the inhale and deepening the exhale. And seeing if you can try to bring the inhale and exhale to about the same length. And start to root down through your feet. Get a really nice sense of the foundation of this posture. So trying to bring a little bit of life into the feet, maybe grounding down a little bit more through the outer edges and feeling how that starts to turn on the muscles in the legs. And seeing if you can sort of direct that energy upwards. And then maybe draw the belly in towards the spine. Find a little bit of length through the back of your neck, growing into the space above the crown of the head. So always thinking about finding as much length in mountain pose as you can. Trying our best to keep the shoulders relaxed, maybe drawing them a little bit back and down. Let's take 3 breaths together, and then we'll begin. You can blink the eyes open and exhale wherever you are. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Reach the arms overhead. If it's okay for the shoulders, maybe press the palms together, reaching through the fingertips, trying to find as much length through the body as you can. And maybe if it feels natural, even taking a little bit of an arch back. Then as you exhale, begin to fold forward, hinging at the hips, keeping a really nice long and extended spine. Until you feel like you've sort of reached your range of motion in your hips and it's kind of coming into your lower back, then allow the upper back to fold forward and the head and neck to relax down as well. Trying to bring the gaze up towards the navel. As you inhale, begin to lift up halfway, extending the spine, maybe even shifting the weight from your heels a into the balls of the feet as the heart space moves forward and the shoulders move back. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the mat, step back to plank, and then for this variation of vinyasa, we're going to lower the knees down, and then we're going to shift forward slightly, and then lower all the way down to the floor, slow with control. We'll bring the tops of the feet to the mat, ground down through the tops of the feet, through the thighs and through the pelvis. Roll the shoulders back, and then as you inhale, lift just the chest up off the mat into cobra. Try really hard to resist the urge to use your hands too much and sort of crank yourself into this pose. It's going to cause too much compression in the discs and the low spine. So think just the chest up off the mat, and you're thinking tailbone towards the heels, crown of head moving forward and up. So getting a sense of those oppositional forces in this little back bend. And as you exhale, lower back down. Press the sit bones toward the heels, curl the toes under, and then extend the legs back into downward facing dog. And we'll take 5 deep breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. And giving yourself permission to maybe find some intuitive movement, maybe pedaling out your dog, shifting your weight from side to side. Give yourself the freedom to do what feels nice in your body, or give yourself the freedom to find intuitive stillness. Trying to keep the gaze at the feet, the thighs, or the navel, and finding as much length through the side body as you can. One more breath in. And as you exhale, soften your knees and bring your gaze between your thumbs. As you inhale, you can step or walk to the top of your mat and extend the spine halfway again, thinking heart space pulling forward, shoulders back. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, extend the spine, lift all the way back up, reach the arms overhead, to reach through the fingertips, and maybe taking a slight arch back if that feels right for you. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, palms together, look up, maybe take an arch back, make yourself as long as you can. Exhale as you fold forward, hinge at the hips, keeping the spine nice and long, and then folding down and framing the feet with the hands. Inhale, extend the spine halfway to a flat back, heart space forward, maybe shifting the weight forward as well, just a little bit. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank, and again we'll bring the knees to the floor, but this time we'll shift forward and we'll only lower down halfway. And then as you inhale, move the heart space forward, shoulders back. You can stay in supported upward facing dog, or you can press through the tops of the feet and lift the knees. Think strong through the legs, strong through the low belly. Exhale, navel to spine, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften the knees, bring the gaze between the thumbs. As you inhale, step or walk to the top of your mat and extend the spine halfway as you look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extend the spine, rise all the way up, reach the arms overhead, maybe take a slight arch back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead, look up, reach reach up, arch back. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at the hips, and then fold all the way down as you place your hands on the mat. Inhale, extend the spine halfway, look up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank. This time we're going to lower all the way to the floor, slow with control. Think about almost like pulling yourself down towards the floor as you squeeze the scapula towards each other. Bring the tops of the feet to the mat, roll the shoulders back. Lift just the chest into cobra as you inhale. Exhale, lower back down. Sit bones toward heels, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Exhale, soften the knees, bring the gaze between the thumbs. Inhale, step or walk to the top of the mat and extend the spine halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extend the spine, rise all the way up. Reach up, look up, arch back. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more rounds. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Look up and arch back. Exhale, fold forward. Frame your feet with your hands. Inhale, shift your weight forward slightly. Extend the spine halfway. Look up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. And this time, we're only going to lower halfway down into chaturanga. So you're going to shift forward slightly and lower down halfway. Trying to get a straight line from the elbow or from the shoulder to the elbow to the hip. Then as you inhale, shift forward into upward facing dog. Shoulders back, heart space forward, look up. Exhale, pull the navel in towards the spine, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. Exhale, soften the knees, gaze between the thumbs. Inhale, step or walk to the top of the mat, extend the spine halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extend the spine, rise all the way up. Reach up, look up, arch back. Exhale, hands to heart center, last round. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, palms together, look up, arch back. Exhale, fold forward, frame your feet with your hands. Inhale, extend the spine halfway, look up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, and take a vinyasa of your choosing. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward dog. 5 deep breaths. One. 2. 3. 5. Soften the knees, gaze between the thumbs. Inhale, step or walk to the top of the mat. Extend the spine halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extend the spine, rise all the way up. Reach up, look up, arch back. Exhale, hands to heart center. And stand for a moment with your hands palm to palm at heart center, the eyes closed. Take a few moments to observe. Get curious about the effect of that little sequence on your body. What do you notice? Do you notice anything? Maybe warmth and heat and energy. Maybe vibration or sensation. Maybe you don't notice much of anything. Constantly reminding yourself to get curious, but not to judge. You're simply becoming aware of your individual experience. Take a moment to thank yourself and know that your practice was perfect. Thank you for joining me again this week. Namaste.